Hey everyone, it's NB, and if there's one video you need to watch to be successful at cEDH, it's this one. In our last tier list video, I introduced the standard of what a tier 1 competitive cEDH deck is, the RogSi Standard. Today we're going to find out what that is and why you need to learn this. So let's begin. cEDH's most precious resources are time and mana. RogSi excels at both because it cheats both time and mana by having Rograkh in the command zone. We all know Rograkh enables Culling the Weak or Infernal Plunge to turbo out your K-Maker, but Rograkh isn't only a zero-cost ritual enabler. When it comes to mana, Rograkh is a cost reducer to cards like Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting Swat, Otawara, and Jeska's Will. While these cards are free in most cases, Rograkh enables them without any investment at all. Not needing to spend 2 or 3 mana to enable a Fierce means 2 or 3 more mana to set up to do something else, and with more mana to spend means less time it takes to reach critical mass. But this video isn't about how being fast is good. A deck that maximizes on mana efficiency can play more payoffs to immediately close the game when it needs to, and that's the most important focus for today, the window of opportunity. Being a 4-player free-for-all game, the battlefield changes enough where trying to control everything is just not realistic. Yet there is consistency in this chaos, and it's the play patterns of all your opponents. All decks have moments where they set up for their win, then try to seize it when they find their window. If we explain this concept in the abstract, this line represents an opponent's potential to win. It goes down when opponents tap down mana to invest for a future turn, but goes up on their untap because they have more resources and so on. Now let's chart 3 more opponents. As we can see, there will be moments where the shields go down and chaos gives you the window, but what if your deck can't seize that golden opportunity and miss it? The universe hands you the win, but you reply with, I don't have it. This is where RogSi comes in. RogSi, by design, excels at seizing windows whenever they're presented. The old myth that RogSi is a glass cannon deck demonstrates poor play patterns that don't understand the concept of the window. They missed the signs of a real window and stepped into interaction, handing the game to the next deck. RogSi seizes windows by having explosive tools to win the game, like Burgi to bank mana to enable for a big turn or more tutors to find payoffs. It isn't only about having payoffs, RogSi can also defend itself better because Rograkh conserves mana to help fighting off interaction on a pivotal turn. This concept of the window should reframe how we build and pilot in cEDH. Like how Svi introduced the concept of a fundamental turn, the window of opportunity is the fundamental turn for the table. Players can manipulate the timing of each other's windows and line themselves up for success. The concept of the window explains why Winota is the best Staxx deck. While Staxx delays the table's fundamental turn, Winota's aggressive engine also denies time from your opponents. The deck is efficient at shutting that window in a way no other Staxx decks can compete with. Understanding the window helps evaluating cards in the format, like how Final Fortune is one of the best cards, as it doubles your windows either as a ritual or jumping ahead of turn order when the table is spent. Lavinia is not a Staxx piece, but an opportunity to create more windows by shutting off free interaction. What this means is that all you need to do is fight against how much untapped mana your opponents have, reducing the risks you need to take. Viewing the game's texture through the perspective of seeing windows will help you make the right decisions. This includes knowing how much time you have, how much patience you can afford, and when it's time to take that risk. And RogSi is the best deck in the format that hits all the necessary qualities to succeed with this model. Now this video isn't about how you need to play RogSi, that's another video completely. It's recognizing the standard that RogSi leads in and understanding how your deck needs answers to that standard and how it plays around windows. Does your deck play well shifting windows and staying flexible like Blue Farm with efficient white disruption and commanders that allow you to play more patiently, while still retaining a strong Grixis core to capitalize on windows? Or is your deck playing something like Armix that can expand your window by killing their Rograkh to shut off free counters, or delay their window by killing their Malcolm? Understanding the concept of the window and how popular Grixis decks like RogSi can efficiently play around and into the idea of the window will help you brew and pilot your decks with greater success. Opportune moments in cEDH games are blink and you'll miss it moments, and if your deck isn't designed to capitalize on these windows or create them for yourself, you'll find yourself lagging behind decks and pilots who can be in the driver's seat more often than yourself. Thanks for watching. If you haven't watched my tier list video yet, then you definitely want to check it out because it's the only results back tier list that shows other tier 1 decks that can play in the RogSi Grixis Standard. Alright, see you all simps later. This is NB, bye.